Senator Gideon.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to firstly again share my condolences with Senator Francis, and also for the many lives that have been lost so far, or in particular the commencement of the year, especially two of the promising individuals or young men of our community. I also want to let St. Lucians know that yes, we are celebrating soon the 39th anniversary of our independence, and I think this is a time where we ought to think, we ought to sit down and take a look at where we are as a country. What is it that we've done thus far in these 49 years that really makes St. Lucia stand out? And as a sports enthusiast, I would say that I think to a certain extent in the sporting fields that we have been able to do well enough. Not that it is satisfactory, but it is well enough in the sense that we've had a few of our athletes representing sports at the highest level. And as I've always said, with a little more support from government, that these athletes will see it necessary that when they go out and they become victorious in the sense of maybe acquiring a sponsorship, acquiring some affiliation with an outside team, be it the West Indies or some other football club or whatever, that they see it necessary to come back and help other St. Lucians rise to the occasion and live in the limelight. The minister in the Ministry of Sports, Senator Belrose, said that the theme for the independence this year would remain the same as last year. I am St. Lucia. And she said that it emits confidence and pride, a sense of belongingness, a sense of spiritual awakening, and all of these. But the question I asked to myself was, really, if these are being seen in St. Lucians, is there that spirit of confidence? Is there that spirit of pride, of belongingness, to say, yes, today I'm proud to be St. Lucian? Is there this bubbling affection for St. Lucia? I don't know, but I know for sure in my constituency it's not. My fishermen are not saying this. The constituency which I write for, a correction. The fishermen there are not saying so, because every single day, when I walk through Denry South, I go to the beachfront, I go to the project called the Daito. There I get fishermen approaching me and saying, don't forget, tell the government, don't forget, let them know that we need what is ours in order to survive. And I said that it is not just money for money's sake, but this money when they receive it, it is being circulated right there in the community or in the constituency. And I told them I can only speak. I cannot force, I cannot make, I can only speak. But I want to say this morning that the sense of pride and belongingness to be St. Lucia, to be a St. Lucian, it is not with our people. It is not. The cries of the people far outweighs that sense of belongingness and that sense of St. Lucianness. And if, as a government, we say we love our people, I think the time has come where we need to take a look, sit. Take a look. Those of you who do not want to stand, stand and speak for your people.
Senator, just to remind you that what we debating this morning is not the statement made by the minister,
yes,
but by the resolution. So I'd like you to get back to the resolution.
It's all connected, because the monies we are borrowing, this $55 million we are borrowing, will it make St. Lucians happier? It will.
Yes.
How? How? Okay? And so, we need to understand, yes, it is normal that we come in, we borrow. I don't have a problem with this. And I'm sure those of us on this side don't have a problem with it. We don't have a problem. It is. But a country that is said to be on its way to recovery. Yeah, it's on its way to recovery. 2% growth. Minister of Tourism said that numbers in tourism arrivals has never been seen. If this is so, then where is the flow? Where is the economic flow? Where is the economic flow? Who benefits? Who benefits? Where is the economic flow? Where is it? I live in St. Lucia, and I cannot see it among the poor. I cannot see it among the St. Lucians. I cannot see it. It is not visible. And if we keep talking, yeah, because you see, that is the thing. We speak one way, yes, and we expect all St. Lucians to just join in and say, yes, it is happening. It is happening. You don't speak to the common person on the streets. You don't. And so, I want to say that if St. Lucia is supposed to be the island it is supposed to be, I think as a government, our debt to GDP ratio, our economic organizations have spoken. They warned us about certain things. We never took heed because we think that we have the key and we have the answers to all. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. And so, Mr. President, I want to say that the leader of government business this morning, he made the point that the overdraft is at 0%. No one is doubting him. He said no one is doubting him, but these are your words. And as was said, if you are coming to the House to present an information, you don't just speak it out. You don't speak it out. You give us proof. Give me proof that I can go and say, yes, here it is. Give me proof. Don't tell me it is 0% or it's at zero, and then there's nothing to show. There's nothing to tell me go to the bank for it. I wasn't the one who brought it. You brought it. So therefore you have to now show me that it is at zero. Don't tell me the bank it is at zero. We deal with evidence. We don't speak with, we don't come here and say things just playing it out of our mouths and then we have nothing to substantiate. We need the evidence. And so I think I am duty bound and I'm right to ask for that information. I am right to ask for the information. And so, Mr. President, going out and borrowing is not the issue. That is not the issue. The issue is not the borrowing. It's not the issue. Because all governments borrow. All governments borrow. He made a point that before it was at 25 million and today it's at 55. I need to make a point on this. If you said that your economy is growing, why now do you have to go to the 55? Because it was put at 55. Show, no. We brought it to 55. But do you have to take it as 55? Show us that you are different. Show that you are different. So you need the maximum. You need it. That is why you go for it. You need it. You need it. If it's at 25, it was brought to 55 by a former government. Show that you are different. Say we do not want the 55, we will go back to 25. Show it. Show it. And that is what that's a common sense that the person on the streets will understand. You say we brought it at 55. Well, I don't need 55 million. I need only 25. I will take 25. You take the maximum. You take the maximum, and then you're going to say that if we do not need it, we won't use it all. Take what you need. So because it's the maximum, you take the maximum. So you're making money, yes. You're still going to borrow money. If you're making, why borrow? If you're making, why borrow? You don't need to borrow because you're making. Yeah, you are making. So, Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, I am saying that we have a right to seek for answers, and we will continue to seek for answers. We have a right to ask questions, and we will ask questions. If we have a statement to make, we will make that statement. And so I'm saying that just as the independent senator said, that yes, there's nothing wrong, but we are monitoring. We are monitoring. My level of finances will help me monitor. I will monitor. And when the time comes to make the statements, it will be made. And so, if this money, the overdraft, is being placed there and then it's been used for some other reason other than what is intended, it will come out. It will come out. We cannot hide from the people all the time. The truth will come out. And so we continue to monitor. And that is the responsibility of those of us on this side, is to monitor and to give the advance warning that when things are not going right, we have a right to speak about it. We have a right to stand and say it is not going right. And so, Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, we have more to say. I have more to say. I have more to say. But at this moment, I wait, I watch, and then at the appointed time, the statements will be made. Thank you.